A new season of Penny has just started, which is a perfect opportunity to start making YouTube videos about the format. So I'm going to try playing individual leagues or tournament runs with anything I find cool and posting them to YouTube, because there are only like a couple other Penny tubers and this format deserves way more attention. The format in question is a pretty weird one. It rotates every 3 months and features exclusively cards worth 0.02 American Freedom dollars or less when rotation is checked. Because of this, the format is fresh and new and exciting pretty much all the time and people are constantly playing it. Those people include me. The deck I'll be playing today is Aelith's Azorius something, which resembles Legacy Stifle Nord decks in its game plan as a combo control deck that's also blue-white, aiming to choke opponents out with good interaction in Unable Scream, Mana Leak, Archmage's Charm, Cryptic Command, and Supreme Verdict, stacks effects in Hushbringer and Strict Proctor to eat opponents' ETBs and our own ETBs so that we can cheat out a Nulldrifter ahead of schedule, which is like the main sort of idea of the deck. You go Strict Proctor or Hushbringer on 2, Nulldrifter on 3, and then you have this huge body that draws you cards and also kill stuff. It's just insane card advantage, and if they can't deal with it, they die. But then you have also the normal control win con of grind card advantage, and then you play the Nulldrifter on 7 or whatever, and kill them anyway. In the sideboard, we have, it's kind of the standard issue control sideboard. We've got interaction for aggro matchups, life gain and Loxodon Peacekeeper, also for burn or aggro matchups, gain save for blue decks, Supreme Verdict for blue decks, and also aggro matchups, but we have Blood Up for that as well. Teferi for the control mirror, and then Wheel plus Pithing Needle for any unfair decks that we need like a lot of help dealing with. Any Reanimator, any combo, any Tameshi Bloom. Anything like that we can't just like muscle through with combo decks, we use these to deal with them. Mana base is nothing interesting. It's 25 lands, which is quite a lot, but this is a control deck. We need to be hitting our land drops. A lot of islands, fast lands, pathways, 2 Celestial Colonnade, 2 Abandoned Air Temple, which is a first, actually. I'm very curious as to see how often we'll be using this ability. And Mystic Gate. So overall, pretty good mana base. Shouldn't be screwing out too much, but we do have Sleight of Hand and Deduce to sort that out. And then also Glanalandra Guardian. Never seen this card before, brand new from Low and Eclipse. Let's see how it does. Hopefully it'll be good, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe it won't come up. Anyway, let's do this.
Round 1 versus God.
So, right. Oh no, we are not on the play. We're on the draw. Okay, I cannot read. This is a little sketch. I'm gonna keep it. We have lands and spells, and those spells are good. And the lands, they're okay. So this is not a good start. I think Basic Island, it's the start I'm most afraid of, because of the fact that this card exists, Waterbending Scroll. This card is completely insane. Okay, let's probably just get aggressive, slam Strict Proctor, is I think the line. This is just infinite card advantage, and I need to deal with that in some way before I'm able to, like, actually make any progress towards, like, winning the game. Because that's gonna eat, like, probably minimum half a Crystal Tower, or half a Cryptic Command, and the entirety of a hard counter. It's a pretty nice split up there. Let's just get in for one, and see where we go from there. That's fine. Okay, cool. That's pretty huge. Alright. I think I just want to chill though. Like, I don't want to get got by any counterspells. I want to be able to have counterspell for, like, the potential, okay, Waterbending Scroll activation is not what I want. But the potential for, Stoic Sphinx is something I want to, deny the possibility of. Yeah, okay. I'd like to start a fight here. If I can win this fight over Waterbending Scroll and then just get Nulldrifter down, I'm in good shape. But that's going to be draw a card, return target permanent. It's going to return a waterbending scroll, if possible. Oh, excellent. Oh my god. So that's really good. So now just Mystic Gate, and we get to play Nulldrifter. If that scout's countered, no biggie. I wanna have... Oh no, actually that's incorrect. I should have just passed. Let's hope they don't realize. Oh, actually no. If I can stick the Nulldrifter, I'm in good shape even through a waterbending scroll. Cyclonic Rift on my Strict Proctor, okay. I think this is a pretty good Mana Leak target. Okay. Nice draws, and... okay, cool. So now I'm going to be able to take away, hopefully, at least one of their permanents. I don't think I'm going to be attacking here for Dock and Shackles. That's scary. Okay. Yeah, okay. That, I think, just kills me completely. Let's sleight of hand. Get a little look. I don't really want either of these, but I think it's going to have to be probably Mystic Gate. I think at this point I'm just looking for... I think I'm just looking for, like, Teferi or Cryptic Command at this point. Okay, well... basic island, and... yeah, I think at this point I can probably just pass turn. Not pass turn, sorry. Split up on untapped. Yeah, and the waterbending scroll just buries me. Yeah, it's a real, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, because I think I just can't keep up at this point. Basic island is really not what I need. Okay, let's try out split up on tapped. Yeah, okay, I could have prevented that, or at least anticipated that. Well, I have a couple options. I think the best one at the moment is probably... okay, no, this is spiraling out of control fast. I think I'm gonna be an idiot and just try and get rid of this Sleepcast Fairy. At the very least, they're gonna have to wait until next turn to actually do anything, unless they can counter that. Ah! Okay, opponent, I get it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to win this. They are way too far ahead. Right. Heliod's Intervention in, Teferi in, Verdict in, Gainsay in, Condemn, probably not looking too good at the moment. But we'll see. Okay. I think this is what we bring in. Pithing Needle, obviously, for Shackles plus Scroll. I kind of need both of these. Okay. Get rid of you. I don't think Split Up is that useful here. Just Supreme Verdict is so much better, and then I think we can also definitely shave on Hushbringer and Strike Proctor. So, okay, that's 7 of the 11 cards I need. So then, I mean, maybe we're actually just going down on Unable to Scream, although that's like... no, I think it's too good to drop. Let's get rid of... okay, I don't think Deduce is doing much for us, and then let's go -1 Nulldrifter, -1 Unable to Scream. Because we are bringing in much better removal spells. Yes. Alright, this is... personally, I feel like the blue deck that I'm playing as right now is probably the best deck in the format, solely because of Waterbending Scroll, so it's definitely on the list of decks I'm going to play, but I'm not sure how we're going to be able to completely overcome this. Like, it's probably just Helo's intervention and Pithing Mule. Let's see if we can turn this around. So this is, I believe, a Snap Keep. Like, this is really good. So let's just go with Celestial Colonnade Pass and see where things go from there, really. Oh my god, Terramander. Wow. The opponent has good tasting cards. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass turn here. I believe the best thing I can do is just gonna be end step Archmage's Charm, draw 2 cards, see if that resolves. Because I'm not under really much pressure at all. Like, Terramander is a good card, 1 damage per turn is not a good effect. So, yeah, I could gain control of the Terramander. Honestly, that's not even that bad. But at the moment, no thanks. Excellent draws off that, wow. Alright, and another Mana Leak, holy shit. Okay. Right, let's go Mystic Gate, and I think I'm honestly good to just, no. I think I'm gonna just wait. Play it next turn with the 5th land, because what I want to do is just have, like, as much, like, counter magic ready, at, like, any point. Okay, just keep them coming. Very nice. Yeah, let's go with a Mystic Gate, and then Sleight of Hand me. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Archmage Charm, please and thank you. Gives me something cool to do on the end step. This is probably the best place to put a, it's the creature that's Stoke Sphinx, because then, like, I can't counter it, but I have Supreme Verdict to clear that up. So that's probably... I don't think that's correct, knowing what I have, but in my opponent's position, I would absolutely do it. I'm also not opposed to having this spell countered here, because I have more cards in hand than they do. Another Teferi, very nice. I'm probably just going to go and get Pathway. Yeah, okay, let's... yes. Energy Pathway is fine. No attack. Very interesting. That's an excellent Mystic Gate because it means I can play Teferi with Mana Leak backup. Now obviously Mana Leak from them means I just kind of have to let them Teferi die, but I think that's fine, because I have another one. Knowingly enough, we're slowly seeing the Mana Leaks become kind of useless here. Taking a hefty 1 additional damage. Very scary stuff. The Strict Proctor, that's an interesting card, not something I need now. But I wouldn't say no to that. Because... I'm just gonna play another Teferi, really. Ah, it's such a good Archmage Charm. Yeah, okay. Sure, yeah. And, okay. Let's just pass. It's all my Teferis as well, so... I think that may be a mistake, just playing them out too early, but... we will see. Opponent is not actually gaining any card advantage, and... if they level up their Terramander, I can just nuke it from orbit with the Supreme Verdict. Basic Island, that's a really nice draw. So, okay, Colonnade is 5 mana, so yeah, I can play it and have room for Mana Leak, but I can't play it and have room for Cryptic. We'll animate it and I'll play it. Okay, so this thing is 8 mana, -3, so 5. So I can go 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and have Mana Leak ready? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's play Strict Proctor, and then if they want to level up the Terramander, I can Crystal Power in response. Yep, see? There we go. So now I get to just bounce target permanent, draw a card. So now I think if they play Terramander here, yeah, I can just chill. So yeah, if I Mana Leak once, they can still juice it up. So I'm just chilling. And the real thing we're looking for here is Nulldrifter, I think. Gainsay and Supreme Verdict, very interesting. I think that's probably just going to be Supreme Verdict, I guess? No, I think Gainsay is stronger here. No attacks, obviously, because they can buff up their Terramander. And here is said Terramander getting buffed up. Cool. Abandon Air Temple. Wow! Okay, that's good. That's really good. Alright, so... yeah, so what I can do here is I can animate Colonnade. Okay, Stone Sphinx. It's probably as high as that. Yeah, no, but they can pay for the Mana Leak. Yeah, okay. I'll gainsay that. Oh, maybe I should have... yeah, okay. I think I should have just let it resolve, and then I have Supreme Verdict to clear it up. Okay. I'll take the Cryptic Command. Alright, let's see the Stoic Sphinx on end step, which I counter with Cryptic Command. Yep, here we go. So, okay, I can either counter this with Cryptic Command or counter it with Mana Leak, and I think this is Mana Leak's time to shine, because it gives it an opportunity to just kind of, like, do stuff. I pay for it, but I have another one, so no thank you. And now I'm slightly minus, because they have a card in hand, but well, no, we're equal. They're about to draw a card. If they get a creature down, I'm actually quite scared, but if they do kind of just nothing or flail around, then I'm very happy to pretty much take the lead. Oh, that 2 mana is okay, it's Malcolm Luring Scoundrel. That is not as bad as it could be, all things considered. Okay, Mana Leak really not doing me any favors. Okay. Yeah, right. So if I go, Cryptic Command the Vidalcan Shackles to hand, and then I animate my Colonnade to eat Malcolm when they attack, then I'm in a pretty good spot. So let's hope they haven't found, like, a counterspell or something. But Cryptic Command, bounce target permanent, draw card. Bouncing your Shackles. So this is a Cryptic Command off their own, I presume. Yeah, okay, and now I think I'm completely in the gutter, like I can't win here. Because this is 2 mana to activate, yeah, okay. Alright. Really not looking good. Okay. Charm, quite nice. In fact, I think I'd like to just fire off Charm now, to draw 2 cards. Oh my god, they have their own. Oh no. Oh, that's awful, holy shit. Okay, well, I can Mana Leak theirs, see how they respond. Okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm probably just good to concede. Like, I don't see it getting better. Another Vidalcan Shackles, okay. I get it, opponent, I can't have creatures on the board. Okay, another Colonnade. Yeah, I mean, I can continue playing, technically. I am still clicking buttons. It's just completely over. Another Cryptic Command. Okay, so... right, let's have a think. This card, I think I need to, again, just fire it off right now. Get rid of Malcolm. Okay, that island is not useful at all. Wow. Oh, I should have done it on upkeep. Okay, that's my mistake. Secluded Starforge. This is the new land from EOE. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's really... wow, okay. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Okay, so... we're about to die, but I will evoke a Nulldrifter just See if there's anything that can get me out of this. Oh, a pithing needle. Okay, we're partway there. Actually, that pithing needle is really good. Seachrome Coast, and then let's cast the pithing needle. Oh no. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, if they have a counterspell, alright, we're done here. No luck. Bye bye.
Round 2 versus Milk.
Yet again on the draw. The first is Klimilk, which is milk spelled backwards and then milk spelled forwards. I think I can keep this hand. It kind of has a little bit of everything, which is pretty much ideal. They're on 6. Basic Forest, interesting, okay. I wonder what this is going to be, because obviously the format's new, so I'm not really sure what they're all Nulldrifter this early, amazing. Not really sure what we're doing. Could be like a White of the Reliquary deck. That sort of thing is not going to really care about me running any non-basics, so I'm good to just take the Hengate pathway. Pretty much objectively better island, even though it's probably going to be played as... I think we're going to have like one Hengate, one... What's the other one? Mistgate? Yeah, Mistgate pathway. Temple Garden, interesting. Okay, so this is almost certainly a White of the Reliquary deck. Yep, here we go. So that's... oh no, this is the Amalia deck. Oh no, okay, right. So I'm probably not going to be able to... Oh no. Strict Proctor is fine. Because... Hang on, no. So if they have land plus Explorer guy, yeah, so I need to have Mana Leak available, and then I'm good. But split up completely disrupts this, so hopefully I'll be able to get that through. Here we go, here's the Wild Growth Walker. Oh, 3 mana, okay. Sentinel of the Nameless City. No thank you. So now all I needed them to do is turn these guys sideways. There we go, nice. So now I have, actually have a valid land, Mystic Gate, so now I have split up on tapped creatures, and I am now in control of this card game. Interesting, okay, so what's the 5 mana play? That is going to be Court of Calling for 2, okay, sure. Finding another Amalia, alright. That is indeed the best part of the combo to have. I am going to get, yeah, just double, okay, Virulent Emissary is, the creature you control enters, gain 1 life. Okay, so let's go for a Mistgate pathway, white, cast a Strict Proctor, and then cast another Strict Proctor. And now I don't think they can win. Especially not with a draw like that. Okay, Cryptic Command is pretty nice, but again, I just want to get going with the Nulldrifter. So here it is, with Evoke. Yeah, the extra land rolls is not something they needed. So I can certainly say this is not exclusively me having the nuts. This is also them being unlucky. But I also kind of did have the nuts. I think this looks like a pretty okay matchup for me, but this is the first game I've played against this deck. I'm not going to make any like sweeping judgments like that, so don't quote me on that. This is a good spot for a Sleight of Hand. I have 5 mana, so I have Mana Leak plus Archmage's Charm, and I think, yeah, let's just go with a Hushbringer and completely seal triggered abilities on ETB. And yep, there we go. They've conceded. They do not believe they can win. I also believe that. So, okay, let's get rid of, oh, okay, first off, what do we want? I think Unable to Scream, pretty good. Supreme Verdict as well, not looking bad. And then, honestly, I think that's it. Like, we're not that hungry for anything. Let's get rid of probably Deduce. There are much more good things that I want to be doing at 2 mana. And then... I think it's probably a little naive of me to be getting rid of Glenelendra Guardian, but I think that might be correct. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're just not going to be getting into combat much with me, and I want to keep Teferi, which would be... Teferi would be my other card, but I think Teferi's a much better card than Glenelendra Guardian, and I would rather have a good top end than a maybe, like, somewhat... like, a very situationally good mid-game card. Okay, this is a very interesting hand. My instinct is maybe keep it, because all I need, all I need is one land, because then I go Nulldrifter, and then I have double Cryptic Command with the land I presumably hit off of that. But I think I'm going to risk it. We have 23 lands that we can find in the 53 cards in the deck, so that's that's well over a third of my draws, and I believe in the heart of the cards to be able to pull this off. Okay, Strict Proctor, not a bad draw. I think I'm more interested in the turn 3 mana leak, to be honest. But naturally, we'll see what they have. We'll see what I have. If I find a land here, I might be going for the Strict Proctor, because then I can line up the Nulldrifter next turn. Avacyn's Pilgrim, that's interesting. Okay. And no Amalia. Alright. Or no anything else, actually. Okay, there's the extra land. So, yeah, no, they don't have enough pieces of their combo to actually pull it off this turn, and definitely not through a Strike Proctor. But I think I kind of want to catch them on the mana leak, to be honest. It's a tough decision, because it's either I catch them on the mana leak, which I think they're expecting, or I Strike Proctor them. I think I'm going to be risky and go for the Strike Proctor, because I can line up Nulldrifter next turn. I would much prefer this to be a Hushbringer, to be honest, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? And this might be removal spell on Strict Proctor, then combo? Yeah, okay. I probably should have... Oh, well, actually, no. They need all 3 pieces of that combo. I mean, they have the land for it. Okay. Virulent Emissary, another Virulent Emissary. And that does not look like a combo, to be honest. Okay, Wild Growth Walker. Alright, so we have everything except the Amalia. Now, the downside of this is I can't actually beat the Amalia, because I only have Mana Leak to counter, but just need to fade an Amalia this turn. I think I'm interested in going for just a hold-up Mana Leak. Okay, another Avacyn's Pilgrim. Mana Leak not paying off. Okay, sure, yeah. Interesting as to why they didn't attack with that Avacyn's Pilgrim. Bandit Air Temple really not showing up at a good time. Right, let's drop the Missgate Pathway and pass. I think the ideal situation is where they play like a creature pre-combat, or maybe an Amalia pre-combat. Okay, so now I know for a fact that I can just go Cryptic Command, tap all creatures, draw a card. Deny them an important turn of attacking. So I think my win con here is genuinely just... Oh yeah, no, I think it's just plain Nulldrifter. Okay. Yeah, Nulldrifter or Supreme Verdict is what I'm drawing to. Another Wild Growth Walker. I think that's fine, yeah. Oh, no attacks. How interesting. That was almost certainly a misclick. Okay, nice. I do admire the boldness of my opponent to play all their stuff pre-combat, not show anything. They should be attacking with these Avacyn's Pilgrims. I don't know why they're not. Another Nulldrifter, okay. Right, so... okay, so this turn I'm on 7 mana. So I think it's worth it to get Teferi out. Teferi and then plus Teferi, and then I can play Cryptic Command on their pre-combat main. Okay, Archmage's Charm is an excellent draw, wow. And I will untap Seachrome Coast and Missgate Pathway. That's what the Cryptic Command's for. It's going to be counter target spell and tap all creatures. Split up. Oh my god. Oh, I'm actually secretly cheating. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a really good draw. Let's just wipe the board, destroy all tapped creatures. +1, and I mean, hell, I'll just go for it. Hushbringer plus Nulldrifter. Okay, wonderful. Oh my god. Okay, so obviously I don't have my my second monitor on screen, but I have Discord open, and my opponent's just posted in the tournament chat how cool how this card fully kills Amalia combo, and then a screenshot of Hushbringer. So yeah, definitely a fair and balanced matchup right there. But yeah, it's round 2 in the bag.
Round 3 versus 1 girly boy.
Okay, we are again on the draw for round 3. And is this hand keepable? Yeah, I think so. This seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, sure. We can run it. We have a nice little mana curve, the 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Rootbound Crag, okay. That honestly makes me a little scared, because I feel like that's a combo deck off of Vibes, but I have double Mana Leak, so we're not, like, in awful shape versus a combo deck. Okay, another Rootbound Crag. Wow, that is that's certainly a mana situation. Sleight of Hand. It's pretty good. Let's just Mystic Gate pass. I'm very happy to Sleight of Hand next turn off of the land, try and find another one. Glimpse of Tomorrow. Oh, this is a Glimpse of Tomorrow deck. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, so the Vibes assessment was in fact completely correct. I mean, hopefully I can find like a strict Proctor to shut down their game plan. Nulldrifter and land. I think here I'm probably happy at taking the land. And then let's just pass. Glimpse of Tomorrow will tick down. Obviously I'm gonna have double Mana Leak ready for when it ticks down to 0. But I'm assuming that this is just gonna be like huge fatties that they send out with the Glimpse. That's a really good draw. Strict Proctor coming in clutch. Let's go for a Henge Gate Pathway. Yes. And here is the Proctor. I tap draw. It's like the meme. The ground quakes beneath my feet. I have installed my floorboards incorrectly. Oh no, it just came to mind. Oh, it just came to mind, should I say. Anyway. So then, Trumpeting Connoisseur discarded. Okay. Yeah, right. That's kind of what I was scared of. Sucrum Crystal, let's have you enter tapped. Okay, I'm gonna give to the Crystal Tower a go, because judging by the... judging by this, they're probably not gonna have any... Oh no, they might. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's double Mana Leak this, so... 1 Mana Leak. Please tap out of blue. Ah, okay, so this is presumably going to be Mana Leak number... they have a counterspell of their own. In which case, I am completely screwed. So, here's the additional Mana Leak. Okay, it's countered, nice. Okay, just land go. That's fine, I think. Yeah. They do the same thing, but without the land, so... Alright, Sequin Coast. Excellent draw, now I have Nulldrifter, or Nulldrifter rather. Once they're done with this turn. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go for a little bit of cheese here, because I'm going to cast the Nulldrifter, and hope and pray that they cannot either kill it, or hit a land drop. Because if they don't have a land drop, they are completely stuck in the mud, because I can just start attacking with the Nulldrifter. And obviously the Annihilator 1 eats their lands. But if they're able to rip like into Glimpse, I'm completely cooked. And here we have it. It's going to be 6 mana for a Shardless Agent. Okay, cascading into, of course, the Glimpse. Pretty scary, all things considered. But let's see if they whiff. They very much do not, and we're going to actually start going completely nuts. Okay, I'm almost dead. Come on, opponent, I believe you. I believe in you. You can, yeah, there we go. Cast the spell from exile. Okay, they were able to manage to figure out how to cast the spell from exile, and so I am now deceased, which is quite vexing. Anyway, we don't really have much to bring in for the sideboard, just Wheel of Sun and Moon, and that is, yeah, that's it. No Pithing Needle, no Unable Scream. Actually, Pithing Needle could hit, could technically hit the Connoisseur, but I don't really care. Teferi, maybe. What do I actually want to take out? Probably, it's Unable to Scream. Obviously, this is the bit where they pivot to a creature plan and then get me on that, but I think I'll manage. I have stuff to deal with creatures. It's fine. But yeah, this is probably my least favorite archetype to play against, because it's just quite boring. It's like, do you have a counterspell, and or can you kill me faster than I can kill you? If yes, GG. If no, you have to sit through an unskippable cutscene and then lose. Yay. Okay, so we have, we're on the play, first off, which is pretty good, because it means we can keep much more loose hands, and I think we can keep this one. Let's just go Seacrum Coast pass. Oh, Strict Proctor. Oh, my hero. My hero. So now, obviously, we can cast the Nulldrifter and get straight to business. Now, they may have something to deal with Proctor, maybe? Okay, no, they don't. We're good. Alright. So now I need to hope that they don't have something to do with my Proctor now. Because if they do, I am completely dead. Alright, double split up is not good. Alright, nice, we got it in. No thank you. I'd like to have my Nulldrifter. So now, they basically need to show me... They need to win this turn. Otherwise, I start eating their lands, and it's just no fun for them. Well, I eat their lands, and I have Crypto Command ready to go. So here we go, Charlotte's Agent. Let's see. Something that requires an ETB. Please and thank you. That is... it's okay. Now, with any luck, this is going to be a Tali's Favor. Flamekin Zealot. Nice. So now, they do not get to kill me, which is quite nice. And they concede. Sweet. Okay, right. Game 3. Yeah, we're just running it back. Sweet. Okay. Actually, I should GLHF. I try to remember to do this every game, but I don't always manage to. Strike Proctor is pretty great. I think that means I can keep this hand. Like, Strike Proctor Nulldrifter is good. Obviously, I really wish that we were doing this under more permissive circumstances, but hey. Transfer of the Forge, yeah, classic addition to this deck. Creates more stuff for Glimpse, and also is a really good thing to flip into. And then I'm going to put that over there so I don't click it, and then ruin my entire game plan. No attacks, really, very strange. Okay, basic island, and we play the Strike Proctor. Okay, opponent, do you have the out? Okay, opponent allegedly, according to them, does not have the out. Now, is this possibly them trying to deceive me, to play a little trick, to get me to play Nulldrifter, then they kill Proctor, then they cascade and win? I'm going to actually say possibly to that. Okay, so is this worth... alright, so risk versus reward, right? If I play Nulldrifter now, I basically win. If it resolves and they don't have the thing to kill my Proctor. However, if they kill my Proctor, I basically cannot do anything. So, because of that, I think I'd rather go Sleight of Hand, try and find a Mana Leak, or an Archmage Charm, and then I'm happy to attack, and just basically bluff that I have Mana Leak up, and then play everything on a later turn. And this seems to have succeeded. My little ploy, my devilish trick. Oh my god. Wow, what a card. Okay, let's go with a basic island. And they really should have been attacking. Because they haven't, I just get to turn the card sideways. Okay. This is... yeah, I think end step, play Guardian, make my clock faster. Celestial Colonnade. Do I want that in my life? I think so, yeah. This is a really good time to play it. And then we can just kind of turn the creatures sideways. Keep doing our thing. Just tempo them out, really. Have the threats, protect the threats, GG. Okay, let's, yeah, let's just Crystal Tower that. Counter target spell, and let's draw a card. That is a very good card to have. I think this turn, I Nulldrifter. I'm not too interested in Abandon Air Templing, because this puts more power into play, and also puts an Annihilator 1 into play. So, okay, here's the Air Temple. It is my Nulldrifter. No thank you. And I will just pass from there. I'm not playing out the Hushbringer. Oh, okay, misinput. I'm not playing out the Hushbringer because I just don't really need to, and I'm much more comfortable holding up Counterspell. Tali's Favor on that. So I think I'm gonna let that resolve. Trigger on Strike Proctor. They have to pay for it, and then I can Archmage Charm the thing that comes out of Tali's Favor. Oh, I can actually activate Glenalundra. Does that change the clock? Okay, so I have 4, 7, so I have... yes, that does change the clock. Activate Glenalundra Guardian. Target that. Nice. Opponent concedes.
Round 4 versus opposite point. semifinals versus JC Win.
We're finally on the play. This is the semi-finals, because my opponent did not, in fact, show up for the last round, which is pretty sad, but I'll take a free win. I will, in fact, be on the play. And I will, in fact, also be mulliganing. This hand sucks. Okay, this hand is way better. I think I'm meant to be getting rid of Unable to Scream. I don't know what they're on. I do know they kept 7. I do know also that I'm playing Sleight of Hand turn 1, so let's get rid of Unable to Scream. This might be the death of me, but I'd rather Sleight of Hand find like a stacks effect and then play Nulldrifter. Because I think in the blind... There we go, Hushbringer. It's probably better to do something powerful than be safe. Okay, so this is the airbending, or earthbending deck. And because of that, Hushbringer is going to be extremely good. Because a lot of their earthbending relies on creatures entering. And so if I'm able to just Hushbringer into Nulldrifter, I think I've probably got this in the bag. Obviously, once I had Nulldrifter, I can probably get Cryptic Command going again as well, so it's pretty nice. Okay, Mana Leak, not bad. Let's play a Henge Gate pathway, because I can always cycle the mana through Mystic Gate. But here we go. Evoke the Nulldrifter. I will draw 2 cards and get the Hushbringer to negate the trigger. No land, which is pretty bad, but we can still should be attacking, actually. No land, which is pretty bad, but it doesn't matter. They don't believe they can win versus Nulldrifter, which I am inclined to agree. In the sideboarding, I think Condemn is going to be pretty decent. Just putting their lands on the bottom is quite nice. I don't think Unable to Scream is very good against them. Or no, actually, it's pretty decent. Because we get to take their creatures, like Llanowar and Loamspeaker and such. We just can't deal with the lands that are earthbent because they get counters on them, and counters go past the Unable to Scream. So I think here we're bringing out a couple of Splitter for a couple of Condemn. Maybe cycle 1 Enable out for Split Up, and then I think I like Supreme Verdict a lot, and for that I'd like to get rid of Glenelyn, Guardian, and Deduce. Just too slow, and they rely mostly on creatures from what I can tell, and yeah, let's do this. Okay, this is a really interesting hand. I think I'm probably meant to bin it, but you know what, I'll keep for science. 6 lands and a Supreme Verdict. We'll see how far this gets me. Sleight of Hand, maybe I should be playing that now, but I think I'd rather get my Colonnades locked in. I'm happy to play Sleight next turn, just because I know for a fact that I have Supreme Verdict, and they can't really kill me before the Verdict comes down. Okay, Sweltering Suns, that is not something that I'm worried about at all. Strict Proctor, that's quite good. I think, again, I'm a bit more interested in just, letting them do their thing until I can slam the Verdict, although, no, I think because of the Grazer, I don't think I reasonably expect Nulldrifter to do a good amount of work. That Mana Leak's going to be really nice, let's take it. And then play Colonnade, and then just pass off the Blind Bandit. That's their main Earthbend creature, and fortunately they can't actually play it this turn. So Search for Tomorrow, it's fine. Gets rid of Toph as well. Unfortunately not hitting the land, which I'm guessing the play is you search to shuffle the library and then find a land on top, but they didn't, evidently. Now, okay, here's the combo. So that comes down on turn 5 once we Supreme Verdict. But for now, I think we're just gonna... Let's just play Island and pass. I don't need to do anything here. Search for Tomorrow is fine. Now, this thing is very much what I should be worried about, the Restless Ridgeline. But I think Cryptic Command is going to seal the deal here. It's kind of a this person is dead, they just don't know it yet type situation. Okay, the Raging Ravine is what I really need to watch out for. Okay, activates the Ridgeline. So then, okay, let's see. Let's just tower this now. Bounce target permanent, draw a card, and bouncing the Ridgeline. And then, as I've said, Condemn is really what we want to be finding here. Teferi Hero of Denier, that's a find. Okay, no worries. Just spends 2 cards to get rid of my, what's it called? My Nulldrifter. Now, the Raging Ravine is what I'm genuinely quite worried about. Or I think the line... So this gets, yeah, so this is going to get 2 counters on it. Which is why okay, split up, not going to do it for me. Okay, let's go with Hingegate Pathway, and then I'd like to probably just Supreme Verdict. Yeah. And then having Mana Leak for the Loam Speaker means they either Loam Speak or they Raging Ravine. If they're playing Loam Speaker this turn. Okay, so we're just revving up the Raging Ravine, sure. Calls for Crufix. I think I'd like to counter that. Yeah, this does cost 4. Okay, Cryptic Command is huge. Wow. Okay. Plus the Teferi. Oh my god. Okay, so cast Teferi. And then it's just going to be untap Island and Mystic Gate. So then what I hope to happen is for them to attack with Raging Ravine. To rev up Raging Ravine twice. Them attacking with it is fine. Then I just Cryptic Command, bounce it. Bounce it, draw card. Get out of here. Another Cryptic Command. Wow. Okay, that is huge. Yeah, Llanowar Loam Speaker is fine. I can split that up. Arboreal Grazer also going to get swept up in the split. So then, step 1, activate Ferry. Another land, cool. Let's go with Basic Island, and then just destroy all untapped creatures, and then I will pass turn, trigger onto Ferry, untap 2 lands. Okay, so I'd like to draw a card. Here we go. Okay, so then Hingegate Pathway on... Let's go for on white again. And then Proctor and Nulldrifter. And then I am good to just pass turn. Pretty much locked up from here. Yeah, just we can split this up next turn. No combat, so that's fine. Okay, Archmage's Charm, huge, because that can't take control of lands. Okay, let's just plus Teferi again. Go for Basic Island and go to combat. Swing with both of my creatures. They have flying, so Llanowar Loam Speaker can't block. Or well, no, Grazer can block, but it's not doing much. And all I need to do is keep my Teferi alive this turn, which I very much can do, and it's basically game, set, and match. Okay, revving up the Ridgeline. This card does not have reach. I'm also very happy to split it up. My opponent has made an error. A severe and continuous lapse in their judgment. Let's untap these guys. And there we go. Concession. In order. Very nice. Okay, yeah, that was looking pretty dicey, like halfway through that game, but managed to turn it around, mainly due to Teferi. This card is insane. Anyway, on to the finals.
Finals versus Aelith.
Alright, we are on the play in the finals versus Aelith, who is the creator of the deck that I'm playing right now, so this is going to be an interesting match. Well, hopefully it'll be interesting. It might be, like, extremely boring, and both of us will just go back and forth with, like, cheese wins, but... This... Wow, okay, this is a hand. Very interesting. I think I'm gonna keep. What I really want, like, what's on my Christmas wish list with this one is, like, Mystic Gate or 2 white lands. So then, sleight of hand number 1. I will take the Strict Proctor and pass. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure if Nadu is legal this season. I don't think it is. Sleight of hand number 2. Well, that's land number 3. Sleight of hand number 3. Mystic Gate. Oh my goodness. From the top rope. This is absolutely marvelous. Oh brother, this guy stinks. I hate this dude. Oh god. Oh no, is it? It's 376. At least that... Okay, maybe the sleight of hand in Magic Online has a different ID than in real life, but this is my least favorite card to play against in the format. Fortunately, I have Mystic Gate, so my worries are assuaged. I'd like to destroy all untapped creatures, brackets, Nadu Winged Wisdom. Okay, this is turning into a contest of dexterity then. Unfortunately, I have 3 slides to your 1, so I'm winning. I'm winning the contest. Alright, Invasion of Ikoria for 1. This is probably going to be a mana dork. Either that or I don't think there's a good targeter. At 1. Though I might be wrong. Maybe it's like Sylvan Safekeeper? Venerated Raw Priest. Oh, wow, okay. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I played this deck in Standard for a bit. Okay, so let's go with Supreme Verdict. Is I think going to be correct here? Yeah. And then just, if I can curve into Teferi, that'll be absolutely amazing. Oh my god. Oh wow, okay. It's the Dream Control Player curve. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. And then Counterspell? Okay, nice. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, I have stuff to do. Okay, that's really interesting. Sure. Well, I'll continue to make land drops and just pass. I value having my Crystal Tower ready over having a Strict Proctor on the board. Okay, immediately cracking it for juice. I see how it is. Okay, let's get Strict Proctor number 1 going. That resolves. Pretty sweet. So this is actually very important because it turns off Invasion of Ikoria. So now, okay, unable to scream it on my Proctor, that's fine. Okay, let's show the additional Proctor, which Aelith uses she, her pronouns. I checked on Discord. Play another Seed Chrome Crest and just pass. I'm in no rush. Another unable to scream. Okay, I think here I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, like again, it's annoying, but I'm really in no rush. Invasion of Ikoria effects equals 1. So that finds, again, Venerated Rot Priest. I think I would like to counter target spell and let's just draw a card. I think there are much better uses for 1 card than Strict Proctor. There we go, okay. It's a pretty nice removal spell. Okay, oh my god. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Like the meme? My goodness. Let's hardcast the Nulldrifter. Lock in the card advantage. Wow. Okay, those are some good draws. And we get it to resolve, so odds are we're good. Hopefully she can't just kill me immediately. I'm going to presume that's not the case, because she hasn't really been doing much. And yeah, okay, nice. I'm very glad to see that. Okay, Heliod's intervention certainly comes in. I think Gainsay is certainly good. And then I think I quite like the idea of having another Unable to Scream, even though it does target. Actually, I think Supreme Verdict is really good. I'm willing to defend that in court. Let's cut Galanalandra Guardian. It has been pretty good when it's been relevant, but at the moment, it's not really worth it this match. I don't really like Deduce. Deduce for Gainsay is good. Yeah, I think maybe I think we can probably be on -3, Unable to Scream. I just prefer Sweepers over Spot Removal. This is the deck that I'm going to go with. Right. This is... So, if my opponent has, yeah, if she has Nadu on turn 2... which she's on 6. I think I can keep this. Fairly good mana base, and I have Gainsay to counter Nadu. Oh, to 5? Okay. At this point, I don't think she has the capability of having a good Nadu start. Like, actually, no. I don't know what this deck is capable of. I just know that Nadu's in it, and that's pretty scary. Okay, show me the Nadu. Vanish for drop priest. Sure. Another Nulldrifter. Interesting. Okay. Supreme Coast and pass. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. That's pretty excellent. I think I would rather leave it for... Yeah, I think I'm not splitting up just yet. Because I can squeeze more value out of it, and I'd rather do that. Another Venerable Priest. That's certainly not ideal. Oh no, we can Cryptic Command to tap down all creatures. Okay, so let's go with a Mistgate Pathway, and then pass turn. Sleight of hand, sure, yeah. Okay, I'd like to tap down all creatures and draw a card. That's fine. Then I'd really like a land off the top. Okay, no land, but Supreme Verdict is a better split up. Okay. I think I'd rather... Yeah, I think I'd rather Supreme Verdict here. There we go. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, GG's to you too. So yeah, this was a very good deck. Really enjoyed that. Okay, post-mortem on Blue Eyes something. Overall, deck felt great. Obviously, our first place finish is pretty freaking cool, and I definitely ran hot on this run. Pretty much everything went well. I do have some things I'd like to try though, so first off, Deduce, right? This is a really good card. I think it could be replaced by a Waterbending Scroll, which looks to be pretty broken. I'm not sure how good it is. Obviously, this is a deck that isn't running like 20 bajillion islands, and then 5 extra, and then like a couple other non-island lands. Like, this is mostly non-island lands, and then some islands. So, it may be a little sus putting Waterbending Scroll in here, but I'm willing to give it a go. It's much more, like, explosive than Deduce, and it's kind of, it's more situational. Like, Deduce, obviously, it's chill, you can play it on your opponent's end step, so it gets the end step value, but then you have to, like, you kind of have to ram Scroll through pretty aggressively, and then you can activate it on end step, and whatever. Like, that's something to be explored in the future. One other thing I'm thinking about changing is, okay, Proctors and Hushbringers. Proctor's obviously really good. I think we could do with more Hushbringers. Not in, like, the main deck. I think 5 stacks effects is fine, but in the sideboard, I think we can make some room for Hushbringers. Specifically, what I'm thinking of taking out is Loxodon Peacekeeper. Just to be quite honest, this guy completely sucked. I don't want to play this creature ever again in my life, if I can help it. Just, it's a fun microgame, but that doesn't win you tournaments. Unable to Scream, Gainsay, one of the bullets, and that's it. Like, I'm not willing to budge on Condemn, Intervention, Teferi's Verdict, whatever, but I think Gainsay, like, we have enough counterspells. The blue matchups are pretty alright, and I don't think the Gainsay is what's winning the blue matchups. I think it's Intervention or any other, like, good artifact hate, because blue at the moment, and honestly a lot in Penny, just relies on good artifacts, namely Shackles to keep it going. Pithing Needle, it's good. Wheel, it's good. Wheel is worth the Needle. I don't know how big Reanimator is going to be this season, but no matter what, this lot, they can have something removed from them, because counterspells kind of do the work for bullets a lot of the time in combo matchups. Unable to Scream, also, this card is fine. We have enough low mana removal like the other Unable to Screams in the main, and specifically Condemn, which is crazy good. I think this can be cut from the sideboard, so these two for Hushbringers, or this guy and any one of these for another Hushbringer, that could be really nice. Okay, last point on the checklist, the mana base. Mana base is pretty good. I'm going to move some stuff over so you can see it in all its glory, but Yeah, we have, I think it's 6? Yeah, 9 islands and 16 other lands, which, yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty good amount of mana for a control deck at 25. I think we can get a bit tighter on that because of our, here they are, pretty good card selection and, you know, other stuff that allows us to find lands with just accelerating our draws. I think we're getting rid of Abandoned Air Temple. Abandoned Air Temple, this card is completely useless in this deck. Well, it's not completely useless, but like, put a +1 counter on each creature you control. For 4 mana, that's really situational. Effective 5 mana. It's really situational, and I don't think those situations come up, like, ever. I mean, powering up Celestial Colonnade as, like, 10 mana play, like, okay, that's definitely a situation, but would I rather just have a creature land, or maybe if we're playing Scroll, more islands? Yes. So, the other part where we can get more islands in, I think the Hengate pathways can be trimmed down a little. I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 Hengate pathways swapped for islands. So that'll be, in total, 14 islands, and then the rest are non-islands. I mean, obviously, if there's, like, a dual land that is an island and a plains at the same time, that would be really good. I haven't checked, I'm not sure. But these guys can all be swapped out. But as it stands, 14 or 15 islands, and then the rest of these are non-island lands, and then we have 2 scrolls. I think that works. So anyway, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. Farewell.